Today, from Dublin, Ireland, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the Dublin Shamrocks taking on the London Bulldogs.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Bulldogs and the Dublin Shamrocks. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at these Dubliners entering play here. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah,
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
and he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Draw play to the running.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 28-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
He's tackled at the 30.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out comes his offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
36. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Number 36.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
He's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1. because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Allen's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, we're going to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it
Allen going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good. 4-8.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And it's good to make it 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
Bulldogs, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Intended for number 87. Incomplete.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now they try the right side here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Shamrocks 10. Bulldogs nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? The interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying, thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now.
2nd and 9.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
Peralta's
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, rush. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bulldogs nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Gain of 12.
The last drive, remember, a similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Rush. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Rush. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a long 11-play drive.
Bulldogs 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10. at their own 30-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a handoff looking right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ramsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Allen. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it? No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first down.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
11 yards there, first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. He'll look to throw, and it's caught. Touchdown.
Peralta's pass
From 4 yards out, and his guys have taken the lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays.
Bulldogs 14, Shamrocks 10.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A one-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion. That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this one is right through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter.
16. Bulldogs 14.
His 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
8-yard pickup.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Rush. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd and 15. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down now. Rush, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Bulldogs.
Back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th.
Shamrocks 16.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 22-yard line.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Allen now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Number 36.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6.
From the gun, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From midfield, here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Allen looking left side. He's got it complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Allen's
given 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Now Allen again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Number 84.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And again, it's Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This is unbelievable.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Not much there, only a yard. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this
can't get away, and he's taken down.
That is sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's second.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the move to his left. He's going to, and the ball is knocked out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 56.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Number 30.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Incomplete.
Allen's pass.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually...
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Dublin.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
29. Bulldogs, 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And 10 at their own 26-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
57. Mike, 57.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
To number 83.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take off with it. He's got the... Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own.
So now Las Vegas down by 12. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Complete.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for London, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.